Go.
Okay, so yesterday we started speaking about being Masader the Shulchan before Shabbos. Reish Samach Beis. Being Masader the Shulchan before Shabbos. Siv Beis. Yishtadel sheyulei begodim noim l'Shabbos. A person should be mishtadel that he should have nice clothing for Shabbos to wear. Mishnah Berurah says, V'toiv shelo yilbash b'Shabbos. It's good, it's better that you don't wear what you wear in Shabbos. Mikol mashalovash b'chayil. Afilu chalok, even a shirt. Don't wear the same shirt you wear during the weekday on Shabbos. Make sure you have a set of clothing set aside just for Shabbos Kodesh. Some places want to take it to an extreme. They want to say that even for a wedding during the week, you shouldn't put on your Shabbos clothes because it says that he has to be yuchad for Shabbos. And Mishnah Berurah says toiv shelo yilbash b'Shabbos mashalovash b'chayil. So perhaps one shouldn't wear a Shabbos suit to a wedding during the weekdays. But we are not knowing like that. All of us do put on our Shabbos suit, our best, when we go to a wedding. And the reason is because the reason why we shouldn't wear our Shabbos clothing during the week, or better said, weekday clothing during Shabbos, because you need a nicer set of clothing for Shabbos. You need begodim noyim l'Shabbos. So a chazana, right? A chazana, you're just wearing begodim noyim, which you usually wear for Shabbos. You wear at the chazana. So it's not a chesaron and kavod Shabbos if you wear the clothing, obviously, which you wear to chasana, you could wear on Shabbos also, despite some person can have an issue with that. Okay, fine. In Sif Gimel, the Ramah says something interesting. He says, you should wear Bigdei Shabbos as soon as he takes a shower, as soon as he's roichetz himself, put on Bigdei Shabbos. So that means if you go to the mikveh, you take a shower Friday afternoon, make sure don't put on your weekday clothing after you're ready for Shabbos. After you're rachatz atzmach l'Shabbos kodesh, make sure you're putting on your clothing for Shabbos. Okay, Siman Reish Samach Gimel is the Siman of Adlakas Neiros. I'd like to get involved in the Siman of Adlakas Neiros. It's very, very relevant. A lot of relevant shilos come up. We'll begin with one sif at a time. And the first sif, obviously, Sif Aleph. First of all, who's mechuyev in Adlakas Neiros? Adlakas Neiros Shabbos, who's mechuyev? Everybody's mechuyev in Adlakas Neiros Shabbos. That means it's not just a woman. A man is also mechuyev to light candles on Shabbos. Surprise. Why do women light candles? In the boys' house, who lights candles for Shabbos? Oh, you light candles. Okay, fine. No, really, I'd say it. So why do women, if you're married or whatever, there's a woman in the house, why does she get to light the candles, even though a man is mechuyev as well? Shulchan Aruch says, because because she's the one, she's the keres habayis, she cares for the house, therefore she should be the one lighting candles. Mr. Berurah brings another reason, because because she was gar misa kafsa neiroi shel olam, therefore we obligate her to be the one to light that ner. You know, Rabbi Kiveger is very interesting with Kiveger. Kiveger says in the Mishnah, in Shabbos, in B'Memed Liken, the Mishnah says, Al sholosh averis nosha mezes b'shachs legasim. Al she'enin zirus benida b'chala b'adlokas haner. So Rabbi Kiveger says, why doesn't it say benida b'chala or b'ner? Why does it say only b'hadlokas haner? B'ner. Say b'ner stam, just like you're saying b'chala. It doesn't say b'hafroshas chala, it says b'chala, right? So it says, it should say b'ner. Kiveger asks this on the Mishnayos, on the side, and he says, because since a man is mechuyev to light as well, in Al Pi Zoyar, because a man is also obligated to light, he should be the one being meichin the neiros, lighting it right before Shabbos, and extinguishing the candles, preparing the wick. It should be a nicer flame, and therefore, the Mishnah is medaktik to write, ubahadlokas haner, because that is the only obligation that a woman has. Anything else besides the hadloka, a man has. A man is mechuyev in. So it's just bahadlokas, and that's what Kiveger says. Kiveger says that, it's very interesting. Kiveger says, Romaz Khan, Atana Romaz Khan, the Tekune HaZoyar, whatever it says in Zoyar, that a man should be the one being meichin the candles for Shabbos, and that's why the Mishnah only says hadlokas haner. But anyway, a man and the woman are both mechuyev and hadlokas neiros.
Why is it different with a man that a woman can't be yotze man kiddush? But is that correct? I'm saying, and then she can be yotza with hadlakas neris.
Why is she mechuyev in hadlakas neris and not?
No, why can she be yotza? A woman can't be yotza man with kiddush, no?
Right.
So what's the...
No,
how
because
can she be...
hadlakas neris is the rabbanon, which is because, what we speak about right now is either because of shalom bayis, or because of kavod Shabbos or Einik Shabbos, that the rabbanon obligated everyone equally to light candles. They didn't just say that a man should light candles, that a woman should light candles as well. Anybody's mechuyev, because the house has to have, the home is supposed to be lit. So it's not the point, you're mechuyev and you're not mechuyev. If you're in a house and it's dark, then first of all it's a chazon in kavod Shabbos, it's a chazon in Einik Shabbos, and it's not, there's no shalom bayis in a house which is dark. And these are the three reasons. By the way, these are the three reasons why you're mechuyev in hadlakas neris. So it happens to be Rashi says the reason why mechuyev in hadlakas neris is because of kavod Shabbos, and Tosfos says because of Einik Shabbos, and the Gemara, besides for those reasons, the Gemara says another reason because of shalom bayis. Because when it's dark in the house, if it's dark, so you kashal be'etz of Evan, and then he'll blame her, or she'll blame him, and they'll start fighting. So therefore, make sure that there's light in the house. The Rambam says that. The Rambam says all three. The Rambam says kavod, einig, both. And there's a famous Brisker Rov about this. The Brisker Rov says, what's the difference between kavod Shabbos and Einik Shabbos? It's really a guy in Shulchan Aruch. What's the difference between kavod Shabbos and Einik Shabbos? Kavod Shabbos is something which you're mechuyev in before Shabbos, and Einik Shabbos is something which there's a chiyuv on in Shabbos itself. So, for example, what would be the nafkamina? Nafkamina would be in Yontiv, right? Yontiv you could light even in Yontiv itself. So if the hadlakas neris is a chiyuv mishum kavod yontiv, so you have to make sure that you light it before yontiv. The chiyuvim of kavod Shabbos or kavod yontiv are always obligating you to do something before Shabbos, so you should have it on Shabbos. And the mitzvah of Einik Shabbos is obligating you that you should have that on Shabbos itself. So if it's yontiv and yontiv you could light, right? Yontiv you could light even after yontiv comes in. You could light yontiv. You could light candles. Hadlakas neris. You could light a candle in yontiv. So here this would depend. Why are we lighting candles? Is there mitzvah mishum kavod yontiv as well? And because the Rambam says there's also mitzvah of kavod Shabbos and kavod yontiv, so therefore, like atchila, we should be machmer, one should be makbid to light candles before yontiv comes in, because the mitzvah of kavod yontiv or kavod Shabbos requires you to do it beforehand.
So nothing if you're sleeping.
What do you mean?
If you're sleeping, there's no oinik from the light, it's still the kavod for Shabbos.
We're not good if you're sleeping.
In a light,
Very good. Okay, yeah. If you're sleeping. Right. So there's a very interesting halacha here. If a woman, how many candles are you mechuyev to light in the Ikra Din? 1, 2, 7, 10. How many candles is one mechuyev to light in the Ikra Din? So in Ikra Din, Medina de Gemara, it's 1. The Lashon Gemara is Rogel Bener, only 1. Now we light 2 at least. When you get married, you light 2 candles. Why 2 candles? So the Mechaber says, Echad keneged Zachar, Ve'echad keneged Shomer. 2 candles, 1 keneged Zachar, 1 keneged Shomer. Now most of us, we have a minhag that every child we have, every additional child one has, you add a candle on Friday night. Anyone know what the makar of this minhag is? Very interesting makar. Why do we light? First of all, is that your minhag?
No.
The minhag is, it's not your minhag.
It goes up for the wife apparently.
Oh, we'll speak about that in a second. Very good.
My wife doesn't, my mother did.
Oh, your mother lit candles for every child. As each child was born, she added a candle. But your wife, what's her minhag? Well, how many candles do you light? 2. That's the connect is very interesting. Okay. I was wondering about that because I never heard of. I'm saying I knew that the Mechaber says a different minhag, but I never heard actually in practice someone practicing a different minhag. Anyone else has a minhag that they don't light, their parents don't, their mother doesn't light?
Yeah.
What's your mother's minhag? Only 2. Only 2.
It's half-half, no?
Oh, really?
Between
Okay.
some people, yes.
Okay. So why do people? Where's the minhag stam from? Why do people light candles after every boy or every girl, every child they have? Why do they light candles, an additional candle on Shabbos? Because the Gemara says that Neir's Shabbos is a skula to have banim talmidei chachamim. So because Neir's Shabbos is a skula to have banim talmidei chachamim, so each additional child. So I was going to ask, so why by girls do we light an additional candle? 1 second. But every additional child you have, you should light an extra candle for those. So if you ask me why a girl, perhaps maybe she should get a good shidduch, a talmid chacham with a shidduch. But anyway, I don't know. I'm not sure. But that's what they say. That's the makar minhag. It's very interesting Ramah. The Ramah says if a woman is ruggled to light, let's say she has 3 kids at home. She lights 2 for Zocher and Shomer, another 3 for 3 kids, right? So, if she forgets one Shabbos to light candles, right? Then the halacha is, we cancel her, and she has to light an additional candle from now on. If she used to light 5, she has to start lighting 6. If she only lights 2, and she forgot to light Shabbos candles, she has to from now on light 3 candles every Shabbos, forever. That's the Ramah. The Ramah says that a isha sheshakcha pam achas lahadlik, she forgot to light one Shabbos, madlekes kol yomeha gimel neiros. The Ramah is discussing if she usually lights 2, she has to add 1 additional candle and light gimel neiros. And the Ramah in the Mishnah Berurah says, if she always lit 3, then she has to light 4 from now on. And what's the reason? Knas. Kadesh stays here b'kavod Shabbos. She be here b'kavod Shabbos. Don't take it lightly. So you'll never forget. Women rarely forget to light candles for Shabbos. Could be perhaps because the Ramah says that we cancel her. The Shulchan Aruch doesn't say we cancel her. I wonder what the meaning by the Sfardim is. If by the Sfardim they also cancel, because the Shulchan Aruch doesn't bring it down. It's only the Ramah. I'm not sure how the Sfardim are noyig. But definitely Ashkenazim are definitely noyig this way, that they have to light an additional candle. What if someone was in Einus, someone was in the hospital, she was giving birth, or whatever it is, she had a really good reason for not lighting Shabbos candles or for forgetting Shabbos candles? Allah is, if she's in Einus, she does not have to light an additional candle for the rest of her life, if she was in Einus. What if, and this is an interesting shayla, what if she lit candles, but she usually lights 5 candles because she has 3 children at home and Zocher and Shomer. But what if one Shabbos she only lit 2 instead of a regular 5? Or do we cancel her to light an additional candle? The Bir Halacha speaks about it. The Pri Megadim says we do. The Pri Megadim says if she usually lights 5 candles every Friday night, and this time she only lit 2, we cancel her as well. The Bir Halacha doesn't like it. The Bir Halacha says you could be maker of a Nehirum. The Kol Zeh Rak Minig, this whole Knas is only a Minig. So we're not going to add an additional candle if she just forgot to light the regular 5 that she lights. Yeah.
Would it be every Shabbos that you missed, you'd have to add another one?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's what, like, interesting question, like a boss Shimmer, like, gets to 20
Yeah,
just live.
kindness,
Or I mean,
maybe.
like, a married couple,
Yeah.
maybe after 5 years of marriage they become frozen.
No, that's an Inus. Yeah, no, that's an Inus. Very good. That's an Inus. That's an Inus. We spoke about it. If she's an Inus, no, it's a good child. We'll have her whole house full of candles. I mean, I know my grandma lights 100 candles every Shabbos. Literally. But, you know, she lights every neshama, and she's very into the neshamas, and, you know, for my grandfather, for my great-grandfather. I'm saying, but it's not a big deal. So you like, what if someone can't afford, this is a good child, what if someone can't afford additional candles to light every Friday? Let's say she forgets a lot. And right now, she has to buy, like, you know, 100 candles every Shabbos. Could take a big chunk out of your budget. You know, she can't afford it. Mr. Brewer speaks about it. Mr. Brewer says, what if you can't afford it? Mr. Brewer says, then it's enough to add a little oil. If you light this much oil, just add a little ktsas, shemen, just to mekayim this minig of knas. You don't have to add an additional candle. That's only if she's isha aniya and she can't afford it. You have to ask her Rav because you can't afford it. Perhaps if you buy too many sandwiches during the weekday, you wouldn't be able to afford it, so I'm not sure if that's called that you can't afford it.
So you can't afford it, there's no shayla. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. But yeah.
No, you have to borrow money, you have to be shayla l'psachim for adlakas neiros, perhaps it's nichol and that, you know, so. Right. Rabbi Yashav has an interesting psak, by the way, which is also a big hatter, so someone shouldn't have to be mekayim this knas. He says that if an isha turned on the lights before Shabbos, l'kavod Shabbos, then again she was mekayim the mitzvah of adlakas neiros with the lights, and even if she forgot afterwards to light the actual candles, we don't cancel her. Or, for example, if she set a timer, right? She set a timer to go on, the light should go on at a certain time during Shabbos. So she set a timer for the candles, for the lights. So again, she was mekayim the mitzvah of adlakas neiros, and therefore, and Rabbi Yashav paskins that we don't cancel her b'kai gavna. There's an interesting shayla in the Paiskin, do we cancel a man? Right? If you have a boy's house and you light candles every Friday night, and you forgot one Friday night, so now perhaps we should cancel you as well. So Rav Vosner, Rav Chaim Kanievsky, the Paiskim say that for men this knas isn't negeya, this knas was designed for women, and the man who forgets does not have to light an additional candle. That's with knosses. Not sure. If you have only enough money to buy either chalas l'kavod Shabbos or neiros l'kavod Shabbos, which one is first?
Chalas.
Neighbors, why? Shalom Bayis. Interesting, that's a good one.
There's never been having light if you're not getting anything to eat with the light.
Ah, very
You
good.
don't enjoy your food when it's dark, though.
It's also true.
Starve or to eat in the dark.
Very good. Would you rather
It's a nut-
starve
it's a
and
nut
have
eating
light,
in the
or would you
dark.
rather eat in the dark? Which one would you rather do? Which one is a bigger Einik
It's,
Shabbos?
it's light during the day anyway, or do you need the light during the night as
No,
well?
what the light is? Oh, very interesting story. I was thinking about that. The light is covered and Einik. Having a Suda is Einik Shabbos. But the emes is, I'm not so sure you're right, because the first simon in Hilchos Shabbos, simon Reish and Beis, speaks about buying food for Shabbos. It says the Hizor b'Kavod Shabbos. That's a simon. The simon is titled Hizor b'Kavod Shabbos. So it could very well be that's also Kavod Shabbos. To prepare food for Shabbos is also Kavod Shabbos. So really the Mishnah Berurah says, the Magen Avraham is medayik, that if you have an option, if you only have enough money to do either one, just to buy challah or to buy neris l'Kavod Shabbos, of course, you should first buy challahs, because you'd rather probably, I'm assuming, you'd rather eat in the dark than be starving in the light.
Also use Rabbi sheets of the setting on lights instead for the others. No.
Oh, so you can do that? Ah, very interesting. That's true. Yeah. Okay, very good. We'll stop over here.